Good day. Neil here, Learn IT with Mr. P. I'm going to tell you something that's based on I spending a lot of time in the classroom. For example, I used to co-teach chemistry, and one of the activities that we did every year was convert different units of temperature, so centigrade, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin. And I'd walk around the class and kids are doing their labs, and I noticed somebody had put down an answer on their worksheet. I go, "That's wrong." They looked at me like, "No, it's right." I said, "No, it's wrong." And they would hold up their calculator. "Here, calculator, it's a -11. And I said, "That's the wrong answer. You're dealing with degrees Kelvin. It's absolute zero. Can't go beneath zero. It can't be a negative number." And they would again point to their calculator as if the calculator was impervious to error, could not make a mistake. Well, the same thing is true with a lot of people who use other types of technology, and one of the biggest ones now that people are guilty of always assuming it's right are these large language models, AI things like Copilot or Claude or ChatGPT. And what I'm cautioning people, these are great tools to use, but you have to know whether or not the answers they're giving you are real or just total BS. There's plenty of stories about attorneys who are using like ChatGPT to help generate briefs and citing cases that are not real, citing case law that is not accurate. So the old trust but verify, the only way you're going to know if something is real is if you actually verify it. A lot of people are guilty of this on the internet. They share stories, they share pictures with quotes and that are not accurate, that are not real. So don't trust that when you're using something like an internet source or using a large language model, an AI, that it's accurate. Do the next step. Make sure it's right. If you're going to be an expert in something, you should know something about the topic in which you're writing. So be cautious. Know that when you look at something that was generated by these large language models, that they may not be accurate. And if you use something like that, go to a second or third source to make sure that it's something that you are going to be using as part of your work, part of your research, that it's the truth. Again, like and subscribe. Tell me what your interests are, and tell me if you had any experience with these AIs, which are totally wrong, like my students in chemistry.